How you doing, guys? This is Anthony Antolic. This is Anarchy Empowered. And this is day 16. Living in my car to basically figure out how to help others in the same situation. I'm doing this by will. I am working full time. I have a gym membership to stay clean. Everything is intentional. However, I can better observe the people that are out here if I'm actually out here. And what I'm seeing is that, well, like you would expect, people just don't want to let go of their addictions. They don't want to grow up and take responsibility for their lives. But how do you convince somebody that they need to? That's really the issue. There seems to be a growing movement in the Northwest where people are living out of their vans, they're living out of campers and so on, because a one-bedroom apartment happens to cost as much as the mortgage for a 4-bedroom house. It's ridiculous. I said this in the last episode, and I am adamant that something needs to be done about this, because there's no point in the cost for these apartments. They're smaller than what you would expect in New York. Yet, people seem to think that, well, obviously they're right because people are willing to pay for it. There's a growing amount of people that are refusing to pay for it, and they're out here on the street, and industry is suffering because of it, because now that they don't have to pay rent, they don't necessarily have to go to work. And that kind of begs the question, is this cost of living being so high actually intentional for the industry in the area to actually have a steady workforce? Are we being manipulated? Tell me. Because this is certainly something that I would like to know, what other people think. Anyway, this is Anthony Antolic, also known as Renegade. I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot for day 14. I honestly lost track. I think it's day 14. And there's a carnival on the other side of a parking lot. Why is this relevant? Because each of these carnies happen to be homeless as well. It's just that traditionally, they're always homeless. They live out of their vehicles and go from place to place, living a gypsy lifestyle, and nobody thinks twice about it because they're working. Well, so many other people out here are also working, yet our society seems to frown on them sleeping in a parking lot. So, maybe something needs to be reevaluated in our society. The cost of living, maybe? Or how we treat the homeless, how we treat others. Anyway, that's all I got. Be kind to each other.